Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. Welcome to this edition of 2K Sports. Tonight we'll see the Miami Heat playing against the Philadelphia 76ers. Taking a look at the 76ers, they're hoping tonight will be a signature win for them, taking on a tough team on their home court. They'll need 4 quarters of near-flawless play to knock them off. Fellas, it is always fun to watch Ben Simmons. The combination of size, speed, ball handling, passing. Shaq, the list just goes on and on and on and on and on.
He and the Greek Freak are a big part of this league's future. Having playmakers that size is a huge advantage.
I'm curious to watch his jump shot develop. Simmons is taking the point forward distinction to a whole nother level.
And now with the tip-off coming up shortly, time to send it to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Eastern Conference battle at the American Airlines Arena here in Miami, Florida, as the Heat look to work the home court advantage. Buckle yourselves in, everybody. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, and we'll be hearing from TA along the sideline all game long. Taking a look at Philadelphia. Well, they're certainly excited about this one, and they'll be laying it all on the line as the intensity is palpable. 2 top-caliber teams facing off on the hardwood to do battle.
And as well as they're playing, you'd have to consider them one of the leading contenders to take home the title. A number of teams in that discussion, no doubt about it, but they are right in the middle of it.
No doubt about that. This is just a loaded team. They are going to be extremely difficult to beat in a 7-game series.
Look at the 76ers starting group. They've got Jackson, Joel Embiid out there with Favors. Then there's Devin Booker, and it's Simmons in at the point guard position. Well, Heat fans, not the league's loudest, but they do show up.
But they sell out the arena every night. They love their team, and it's a great place to play.
Here's Miami now. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia, where they were able to handle the 76ers.
And the last time they faced this club, rebounding was their big advantage.
The 3 from George. Not going to go that time. And it's Philadelphia the other way. And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with Eric Spoelstra.
Well, Kevin, he said they have to stick to the script, and that means getting to the rim. He said, we want to use our athleticism and explosiveness to the best possible advantage. And not just tonight, but every night. And they hold the season series lead 2-0, so they must be doing something right. Back to you.
Thanks, David.
And where's the help? Obviously, a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Only the first quarter. Guys are getting in a groove, but communication on the defense has to be better.
Now, here's Fox. He's coming off a 19-point game against Detroit. Good on the bucket.
He is a blur. I mean, Fox obviously skilled at breaking down the defense, coupled with his athleticism and size. Boy, he is a terror.
Booker against Richardson. And Simmons slams it in.
And there's some entertainment value in the windmill.
Oh, a rim shaker and a wrist breaker. And Josh Jackson picks up the foul. That's his first foul. That's his first personal foul. Goes up off the inbound from 11 feet away, and it's off the back rim. No good. Down low, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Another attribute of his game, Jackson's so good at finding and locating that alley-oop there. Beautiful to watch this guy elevate.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Here's Fox after Josh Jackson's bucket. Fox, no good.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Booker misses off the right iron.
Unfortunately for him, the defense is slow to react, but he could make them pay.
Fires the 3. The Heat rebound. Outside for George. Good, and a nice assist from Fox.
And there's never been any question about George's three-point range. He just goes through stretches where he knocks down the 3 at a ridiculous rate.
Now here's Booker. Playing Memphis, he was nearly unstoppable. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
Well, obviously, this was the strategy coming in. Feed him the rock and let him go to work.
And stolen by Booker. And it's blocked. Drops in the layup for 2. Favors got his first points of the game.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Stolen by Jackson. Now the 76ers on the break. Simmons is running. The Heat trail by 7. Good ball movement here by the Heat. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
Boy, he blew an easy layup, and he is furious with himself.
Booker against Richardson. Fades back. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And really with Simmons, the guy just has everything, including the soft mid-range jump shot.
Fox kicks to Adebayo. Pass to Drummond. Here's Adebayo. 5 on the clock. It's tipped. Embiid with the steal. George against Jackson. It's tipped. Pass to Booker. And here is Simmons. 6 to shoot. As we reach the halfway point in the season, Steve, how much does a team's depth start to play a part?
It plays a lot. I mean, if you have lack of it, then you start to see the guys that needed some rest or those nagging injuries. You can't rest them. You got to play them, especially if you're jockeying for position, looking down the road for playoffs. And then the teams who are, I would say, have all the depth in the world, those coaches have it great. They get a chance to pick and choose. They sit some guys. I know the league doesn't like that, and they get a chance to start some other guys. They manage minutes and manage injuries very well when you have a deep team.
And he makes both free throws.
And the Australian Simmons, a star in the making, folks. Thanks really in part to that tremendous skill set to go along with that gigantic frame.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And they did just what they set out to do in that game. I mean, they were definitely the ones dictating pace, style, and tempo.
Absolutely dominant performance from them. They are only going to get stronger as this season progresses.
Richardson the pass to George. And Fox has it in the corner. Now the pass to Adebayo. And here's George for three. And again, it's the Heat missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Favors can't get it to go. The Heat trail by 11. Here's Fox. Miami no good on that time either.
He's hit a rough patch this quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of it, though.
Jackson against George. Pass to Embiid. Jackson kicks to Embiid. Simmons feeling it out a bit. That one falls. Simmons got his third basket of the night.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Timeout called, the Heat.
Yeah, and the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they've got to talk about.
You know, for the most part, their perimeter D is holding up, but they might have to sacrifice some of that to close down the lane.
A different look for Miami. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Winslow comes in for George. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. Robert Covington's checked in for the 76ers. Rose comes in for Derek Favors.
That's 3 out of 4 now, and you can see his confidence already building.
Dinwiddie passes to Adebayo. Richardson up top. He kicks to Dinwiddie. Winslow finds Nurkic. Shoots over Embiid. Here's Dinwiddie. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Looking at some numbers for Simmons. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. 6th in steals, 10th in assists. And he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And talk about being top 10 in steals. I love his jumping the passing lanes and then stealing away your dribble. Rose kicks to Simmons. Back to Rose.
Miami foul call. Spencer Dinwiddie. That's his first personal foul.
And here's Embiid. He's another guy who had a stellar performance in the win against Memphis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Covington inside the line. And again, it's Philadelphia.
And the point differential tells the story. Their two-way play has been outstanding.
You know, it's a matter of effort plus talent. You need both to dominate this way.
Now, here's Nurkic. He's coming off a 13-point game against Detroit.
And also 3 steals. So he showed some grit and determination on the defensive side. And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Rose kicks to Simmons. Pass to Covington. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. Shoots over Nurkic. And again, it's Philadelphia.
I don't know if you can do it any better on both ends than they have tonight.
It's early, but they have taken full control of this game. And the fans here, they know it.
Winslow wide open, and he fires. No good with the triple. Outside, Simmons. To the middle. Here's Embiid. That one wide left. The Heat trail by 17. Al Richardson, a 17-point game for him in the win against Detroit. Heat moving the ball around. Winslow kicks to Dinwiddie. A three off the mark. The 76ers leading by 17. Here's Covington. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Looking at Philadelphia, they took the win in their last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And look, it's always tough to win on the road. You've got to go in with the right mindset, and they did.
They were the aggressors that night, relentless in their approach, especially scoring the basketball.
Now here's Winslow. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Nurkic, and the rejection by Embiid. Rose against Winslow. Outside, Simmons. Lets a floater go. Miami grabs the miss. Winslow with it. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. From deep three-point range, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got 8 rebounds in this game. Stolen by Winslow. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Richardson's got his first 2 points of the night.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. We know analytics is in the NBA to stay. In fact, it's expanding every season. Do players pay as much attention, do you think, to the advanced statistics as the coaches in the front office and the talent evaluators do?
You know, I think players more and more, Kevin, now are looking at these numbers and trying to see where they can get better at in different areas. They use those numbers when there's an advantage for them during contract time. They definitely run right to those analytics and say the reason why they should be paid more. So, but I still think the coaching staff in the front office has a heavily balanced and using more than players.
Using them selectively is what you're saying.
To their advantage.
Yeah. Here's Rose. Banked in off the glass. Rose has got his first basket.
And guys, they've come out and established a rhythm. And also their play calling has been on point.
Well, the two go hand in hand. Matching your strategy to your personnel is key.
Nurkic can't hit. Philadelphia leading by 15. Rose surveying the D. He dishes it to Covington. Knocks it loose. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Fox. There's 42 seconds left in the first. Nurkic can't hit.
And they've come out with a take no prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Outside Rose. Over Fox. Rose, no good. The Heat trail by 15. Now, here's George. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Detroit. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his 3rd assist on the night.
Yeah, instinctively, too. Fox there looking to be a ball mover, a facilitator. And that's one reason why his team is playing well.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. 76ers on top. They lead by 13. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. Paul George had that nasty broken leg back in 2014. He describes what inspired him to come back even stronger.
My inspiration really came from my mother. You know, her dealing with stroke, her dealing with really being down and out. You know, I saw her fight back. That was enough for me. In my darkest days, I knew it was nothing to what my mom went through, and she came out perfectly fine, so.
Well, what a story. George worked hard to get back and is not disappointed in his return.
You know, recovering from a devastating injury is never easy, but George's perspective and commitment helped him to overcome it.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And the 76ers have been rolling along, haven't they?
A huge fan of how they have rotated here defensively, been able to challenge multiple shots.
Yeah, it's been the defense that has them out in front. But let's see if they can sustain the intensity.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Dwayne Dedmon is out there with Favors. Then there's Jackson. Then there's Derrick Rose. And it's Covington in at the 2. Outside Rose. Back to Jackson. And here's Rose. He had 16 points in the win against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Inside, Green. And the lead is down inside single digits.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Rose kicks to Favors. Back to Rose. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And the 76ers lead by 11.
Derrick is just exceptional in the paint. A gifted scorer amongst the trees.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Herter. Derrick Favors with the rebound. Favors has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Outside Jackson. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Justice Winslow.
I like the fact that Jackson just takes on the defense there. Plays with real fire and really forcing the defender to foul.
The 76ers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And he makes the first. Steve, we've heard the phrase speed kills, especially when trying to guard someone with a very explosive first step.
Westbrook, John Wall, Kemba, Kyrie, Isaiah Thomas, Giannis Antetokounmpo, those guys, they get up and down the court. There's so many young guys. Ben Simmons, Donovan Mitchell. Woo, I wish I had that speed, Kevin.
You did at one time. You did have that speed at one time.
Not at all. Not at all.
Feeds it to Green. And stolen by Dedmon. There's the lob to Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
And aware of his strengths on offense, Jackson is really good at knowing when to take the shot.
Herter. They get it back. Hits. Got that one from Nurkic.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Shots good by Dedmon. Dedmon's got his first points of the night.
Great court awareness by Derrick Rose, reading every inch of the floor so well.
And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Down by 15. Timeout called, the Heat.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
You start to wonder, in my opinion, is it better to take everything to the rack now or to try at least draw some fouls?
And a moment here to see the numbers for Jackson. Averaging 13 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. Solid numbers, the kind of production we expect. And frankly, I think he's got another level to take it to.
I totally agree. He has the IQ and the ability to take it up another level anytime he wants.
Here's Dinwiddie. He's covered by Rose. To the inside. And stolen by Favors. And here's Covington from the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Covington's got 5.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Kicks it to Nurkic. Shot to stop the run. There's the feed to Green. Another shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Green's got his second bucket.
Quick off the floor for these offensive rebounds. Green's 7'2" wingspan. It helps him snatch them.
From 11 feet away. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 5th rebound in this one. And Derek Favors picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Inside, and Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Here's Green. Here's Winslow. Green with the ball. Favors picks him up. Shot clock at 5.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Outside Rose. Nurkic against Jackson. That's tipped.
Good timing by Justice Winslow with the long arm to get a hand on that shot.
And the pass to Dinwiddie. Herter defended by Covington. He doesn't hit that one.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
Rose passes to Favors. Rose dishes to Covington. Passes to Dedmon. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Here's Favors, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. Then for the 76ers, Embiid, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Simmons comes in for Derek Favors. And it's Booker in for Josh Jackson. The Heat trail by 18. Fox kicks to Adebayo. Pass to Richardson. Here's Drummond. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Simmons. The shot comes out. The Heat go the other way with it. Odd pass to George. And it's George finishing it off.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Well, Steve Bam Adebayo out of Kentucky adapting quickly to the NBA game.
He's been a sponge, Kevin. Plays the game with an infectious energy. He's a keeper.
To end the drought, it's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Well, just think what's happening here. He hasn't found his groove, yet they still hold the lead.
Fox against Rose. 14 feet away. Drummond. Rebound by the 76ers. Simmons got 4 rebounds now tonight. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Fox against Rose. Shot clock at 5.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, he has to be careful now. He doesn't want to pick up that 3rd foul this early.
Here's George.
And you know what? what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
No good from Simmons.
Well, if you're the coach, you're frustrated right now. That's exactly the look you're trying to get on offense.
The 76ers leading by 16. It's Covington on the wing. Richardson covering. Rose against Fox, and that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That's his first foul, and the 76ers call time here. Smitty, there are a lot of funny guys that play in pro sports, and the NBA is no exception now and in the past. Who would you say is the funniest guy you ever played with?
Yeah, a couple guys, Kevin. There's some funny guys. I think one that stands out as far as just being a straight comedian, had guys laughing, was Ken Norman. And I think there's another guy that was extremely funny, but he wasn't trying to be funny, was Dikembe Mutombo. Some of the things Dikembe would say and do, it was just hilarious, and he wasn't trying to be funny.
Didn't have any problem knocking that one down. Another defensive lapse leading to 2 more. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Back to Fox. Covington with the steal. To the paint. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Look at Philadelphia. They're sitting pretty, second place, and looking to take the top spot. And checking out Miami, a half game back.
And I think for Miami, any fears of a regression for them this season have been laid to bed. They're an elite team yet again, and they're poised for a dominant stretch run here.
I can't see them slowing down anytime soon. If anything, I think they'll just get stronger as the playoffs gets closer.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul. Covington against George. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. This is his first free throw of the game.
And with an 86% free throw average, you can count on him to come through on most trips. Two.
That one is off. And the 76ers with some changes. Derek Favors checked in for Rose. And it's Jackson in for Robert Covington. And he sinks the second. And Simmons has got the ball here for Philadelphia. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Next up in the docket, the Bucks following this one. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home.
Really like watching Simmons go to work down low with his length and strength. There aren't many guys that can keep up with him.
Fox against Favors. At the tip.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility.
Booker against Richardson. And Booker kicks to Simmons. To the inside. Favors. Philadelphia getting another chance here. Second shot opportunity. George with the defensive effort. The Heat trail by 17. Inside. Fox, no good.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
And Embiid is right there. Embiid's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Fox passes to Adebayo. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Philadelphia. On Monday, they'll be taking on Klay Thompson. and the Milwaukee Bucks. Then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Kyle Lowry and the Denver Nuggets.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
First one falls for him. No good on the second free throw.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
For Miami, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
2.
And he can't get the first one. And he's good on the second.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Simmons inside. On the wing, Booker. Richardson covering. Clock at 6. Lets it fly from 18. No good from Booker. The Heat trail by 19. George looking around. He kicks to Fox. Al Richardson, and he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Jackson from long range. The offensive rebound. And that one's good. Simmons got 13.
What an incredible effort from Simmons, using his length so well when he's hitting the board.
The 3 from George. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his 5th assist in this one. Philadelphia leading by 18. Jackson finds Simmons. 1:07 left in the second quarter. That shot, no good. Miami's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Stolen by Jackson. Right side, Simmons. And the dunk by Embiid.
Oh, easy put back. No one got a body on it.
And there's one thing you're trying to minimize. It's second chance opportunities. Poor defensive rebounding for them.
And George kicks to Richardson. Back to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Traps in the tray.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Philadelphia. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Here's Simmons. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And what patience from Simmons on offense. So skilled at making the D feel nervous when he has to rock.
The 76ers shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. 19 seconds left to play in the first half. Simmons against Fox. Pass to George. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. George has got 11 points in the quarter.
And guys, when George gets cooking, you are in for a long night. He's just fantastic at finding different ways to score.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. 76ers lead by 16. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Derek, what's the most important thing on defense, and how does that impact the offense?
Contesting their shots. They're a great three-point shooting team. We're just contesting it, getting out and run. That's our favorite thing to do. Get out, run. You got big second runs, shooters on the floor, so open the floor up a little bit.
We'll see if you can keep the pace going in the second half, Derek. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, it's good to have you back. You're watching the 2K Sports Halftime Show. This right here is Kenny the Jet Smith. This right here is Shaquille O'Neal. Me, I'm just running. Ben Simmons had it going on in the first quarter. He had 14 points, 7 rebounds, and 1 assist. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Well, they just about ran their offense to perfection. They pounded the ball inside, and the entry feeds were on time and on the money. It was a clinic to watch. The second half is going to be no contest if they keep getting shots 8 feet and in.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Heat?
They were Brick City, and it was painful to watch. Weak shooting starts to get contagious, and they were struggling all over the place. They got to work on getting more high-quality chances, more layups, fewer prayers.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
A great look at American Airlines Arena right on the shores of Biscayne Bay as we welcome you back to Miami. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been one outstanding game from George.
And I just love how aggressive he is. Usually tries to work for the best shot that he can.
And that really tests the defense. It's hard to take the right angle on him to contest the shot.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Miami, they've got Drummond. Adebayo is out there with Paul George. Then there's Richardson, and it's Fox in at the point. Simmons inside. A jump hook. Yes, that goes in. 6 points for Derek Favors.
And while Favors has developed his outside shot, right there in the paint is his comfort zone.
Richardson kicks to George. Bobbed up there for Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
I mean, tremendous body control in the air. Andre with the easy catch and flush.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Hat. Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Fox against Favors. Fox passes to Adebayo. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And you just have to have an appreciation how under control Fox plays. I like watching him work the ball through the D in that pick and roll.
And Simmons kicks to Jackson. Booker against George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tipped away. And now the fast break. Fox with the ball. Over Simmons. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Their biggest lead of the game was 21.
Even though that one didn't go down, I like the offensive game plan here. 3 for 4 coming out of the break.
And the variety that Simmons offers is huge. It's pretty much pick your poison with him.
George with the ball. 16 points for him.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Jackson gets the bucket.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Bobbed up there for Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Here's Simmons. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
That bucket in no time at all. 19 points for Paul George.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
To the middle. The alley-oop layup. Very well done. And the 76ers lead by 14.
And guys, really admire how Simmons finds the open man consistently. The vision, the unselfishness. That's what you want to see out of him.
Now a timeout called by Miami. Ben Simmons really making a difference here.
Yeah, they're going to have to talk about this. They got to find a way to get the ball out of his hands.
And now a quick review at the numbers for George. He's putting up about 21 points per, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. So much of what this team does revolves around his offense.
He stacks up points. Reason why? Because that's his mindset. He wants to carry the load and clearly is successful at it.
Fox against Simmons. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
What mastery from Simmons, fooling the entire defense in the paint there.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
One is off.
And as many times as we've seen him at the free throw line tonight, I think by now we know what's going to happen.
Good on the second free throw. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Fox kicks to George. And it's off from three-point range.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Booker finds Embiid, and it's sent back by Drummond.
Andre Drummond with the wingspan of 7'6". It's going to be hard to get it over him.
George against Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Floats one, and it's blocked by Simmons.
And don't forget about the long reach that Simmons possesses. He uses it exceptionally well on defense to come away with blocks like that.
And he gets it back. Doubled by Fox. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. So it's Philadelphia now. Jackson dishes to Simmons. Fox with the steal. Richardson gets a wide open look. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. The 76ers leading by 13. Simmons left side. Embiid inside, working on Drummond. 6 to shoot, and here's Booker from the arc. A three-pointer is right on target. Booker's got 9.
Yeah, you see the killer instinct. He's going for the death blow.
True story. They've got a monster league that's taking a life of its own.
He gets it in there. 21 points for Paul George.
And the mid-range jumper really right in George's comfort zone. When he isn't blowing by guys and finishing at the rim, he's knocking that one down with consistency.
Timeout called the 76ers.
You can see his wheels are turning. We'll see what he draws up here.
It's been an ongoing battle of adjustments, trying to identify your strongest matchup each time down the floor.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Joel Embiid. Robert Covington comes in for Jackson. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Derek Favors. The Heat trail by 16. Here's Nurkic. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Nurkic has got his second basket.
This is a guy who knows how to orchestrate an offense. Terrific lead pass.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
And he can be devastating with that little hook shot of his.
And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for Miami. It's Nurkic, top of the key. There's the dish to George. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Dedmon's got his 4th rebound in this one.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And it's Simmons penetrating. Covington against George. Kicks to Dinwiddie. Back to George. Fires from deep. Drains it from beyond the arc. George has got 24.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Rose passes to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And the vertical of Simmons, an extraordinary dunker when given the chance to shine.
The Heat trail by 15. Outside, George. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
2 shots, gentlemen.
Miami shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And George drops them both. The 76ers leading by 13. Now here's Rose. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Outside for Simmons. 5 to shoot. Covington wide open. He fires. Misses the 3. Miami's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the 3rd quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And Philadelphia calls time here. Let's get some information from the 2K leaderboard. In about the last 10 games in the NBA, during that span, these teams have the most second chance points in the league. The Heat in second.
Really something to see. Their effort on the offensive glass has just led to so many second chance opportunities.
Simmons against Green. With At the hook shot, Simmons dishes to Dedmon. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. And the 76ers lead by 15. The Heat shooting 41% for the game. Dinwiddie kicks to Green. There's the pass to George. George double team and wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here are the 76ers now. Philadelphia leading by 15. Outside, Simmons. Pass to Covington. That's tipped. Stolen by George. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Herter. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It goes on Devin Booker. The Heat have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2.
Two shots.
The first one falls. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
This is where he feels 100% comfortable taking all the free points he can get.
From 15 feet away, and it's off the back rim, no good. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Heat. It's a 13-point game. Got a piece of it, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington.
And a moment here to check out the stats for Booker. He's averaging 20 points, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Well, and we've seen defenses try to adjust. But he has the intelligence along with the talent, just finds new ways to beat them.
Dinwiddie passes to Green. He kicks it to Nurkic. Just 4 to shoot. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And here's the upcoming schedule now for the Miami Heat. On Tuesday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Utah up against the Jazz. And then on Thursday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
In that matchup against the Bucks, I think it's going to be an interesting challenge. Even though they expect to come out on top, this could probably be a pick'em game, depending on how they play.
And he makes the first.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And some changes here for the Heat. Andre Drummond's checked in for Green. Justice Winslow comes in for George. And it's Fox in for Dinwiddie. Philadelphia also making some changes. Josh Jackson's checked in for Simmons. And Tyler Ewis subbed in for Booker. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Philadelphia leading by 11. And here's Rose. Outside for Jackson. Another miss by Philadelphia. Miami's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And since halftime, they have been locked and loaded from beyond.
Yeah, forcing defenders to come out and guard them, which could open up driving lanes if they want to take advantage of that.
Ulis looking it over. Teardrop shot. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Jusuf Nurkic.
And Jackson certainly has a lot of explosiveness. One of those guys who really wears his heart on his sleeve and brings that energy level every night.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. free throw drops for Jackson. And so Jackson nails both of them. And so here is Miami, trailing by 10. Pass to Winslow. Down low, Nurkic. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Nurkic has got 6 points in the quarter. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Jackson kicks to Rose. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal.
.149 left in the third. Pass to Jackson. Shot clock at 6. And here's Covington from the arc. No good that time. And Miami the other way now. Herter, he's covered by Rose. Kicks it to Fox. Releases. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
I mean, the mid-range jump shot, a lot of guys have a hard time knocking it down.
The Heat trail by 8. Herter, he's covered by Rose. There's Winslow. No good on the triple. The 76ers shooting it beautiful here in the third. 56% from the field. Rose with the ball. Now guarded by Fox. Rose kicks to Ulis. He feeds it to Jackson. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Inside. And the dunk by Winslow.
We're going to see a lot of this from Winslow in the coming years. Explosive young talent.
Outside Jackson. Ulis at the elbow. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The 76ers have been shooting right around 75% at the line. 9 of 12 so far.
2 shots.
Throw good, Ulis. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Heat trail by 8. Here's Fox. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. The pass to Nurkic. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Dedmon. And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for the Philadelphia 76ers. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We'll return shortly.
Don't miss the action. Your favorite NBA superstars are here to compete in a showcase of the league's top talent. It's the NBA All-Star Game.
And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Now Rose. So on the floor for Philadelphia, we've got Derrick Rose. Robert Covington out there with Favors. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon. And it's Ulis in at the 1. Here's Favors, and he uses the glass on the layup. Favors has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the 76ers. The Heat trail by 10. Herter, he's covered by Rose. Down low. Nurkic kicks to Winslow. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Nurkic. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Ulis passes to Dedmon. Back to Ulis. Nails the baby hook. And the 76ers lead by 10.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wynn.
Well, this is where he shows both skill and body control along with the attack mindset.
Hits. Got that one from Nurkic.
Really smoking the Nets now after a difficult time shooting in the first half.
Outside Rose with the shot. Yep, that one goes.
Taking a workmanlike approach inside. That's the shot you want.
And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for the Heat. Herter is covered by Rose. Oh, that's blocked. And is out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. High post, Nurkic. Clock at 4. Herter. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Now, here's Ulis. Not a lot of room. Winslow against Covington. Lets the 3 fly. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. There's Winslow. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Dedmon's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And Tyler Ulis, the 34th pick in 2016. Greg out of Kentucky, where he set the single-season assist record with 7 a game.
Yeah, and at 5'10", that small stature is obviously a concern. But in his young career, he's shown flashes. But he's going to have to shoot it better if he's going to succeed long term.
First free throw is good.
And one difference this half is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And as a team, they're hovering around the high 80s from the free throw line. They've gotten better as the game has gone along, which is exactly what you want to see.
In the corner, Winslow with it.
After putting up zeros in the first half, he is making up for it big time now.
Philadelphia leading by 8. Rose with the ball. Passes it to Favors. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
You like the aggressiveness, pushing all the right buttons. He has this team rolling.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Here's Nurkic, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Here's Rose. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Derrick Rose, the former Memphis Tiger, has a great combination of speed and athleticism.
Shooting in Philadelphia, Derrick Rose at the line for 2.
The free throw drops for Rose. Player podcast, something we're hearing more of, and it's a growing trend. Good idea, or do you think it could get some guys in trouble?
Kevin, well, some guys, it does a good job of helping their brand, and we love to see guys getting a chance to do other things off the court. And then there are some guys who get a little loose, and they reveal some secrets, or they say some things they wish they could take back. So I think it all comes down to the individual. You gotta understand media before you try to jump out and start doing these podcasts.
Well said. And finished off by Nurkic.
How about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
Good effort and energy by Dedmon. That time taking advantage of his size and strength.
Dinwiddie kicks to Winslow. Here's Adebayo. It's tipped, and that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
And how about the reaction time on D there? Almost comes up with the pick.
You know, these are the little plays that can add up when you look over the course of a game.
And the 76ers making a change here. Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Jackson comes in for Derek Favors. Booker, he's checked in for Derrick Rose. And it's Ben Simmons in for Ulis. Heat moving the ball around. Fox against Simmons. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
And when you're in catch-up mode, you can ill afford these kinds of errors.
I feel like they're getting ahead of themselves. Just need to rein it in. Focus on each individual possession.
Booker outside. And he banks in the layup. And the 76ers lead by 14.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Nurkic in the post, guarded by Embiid. Booker against Richardson. No good from Booker.
That was against good defense. He tried to sneak it in, though. We've seen him do it plenty of times.
And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
This could be a problem. That's his 4th foul with plenty of basketball left to play.
Stolen by Jackson.
This is, and I think his coach would agree, unacceptable. 1 turnover in the first half, now multiple turnovers since the break. Too much.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
When your defense translates into offense, it's a beautiful thing.
No good from Simmons. The Heat trail by 16. It's George on the wing, defended by Covington. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his 5th foul.
Just a little too aggressive. His 5th foul of the night. Expect them to go right at him to try to pick up number 6.
Fades and shoots. And there's Richardson. That's good on the assist by Nurkic.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, he could have made a better choice. He left him an easy one. Let's see how he plays the next screen.
And Simmons kicks to Jackson. Rebound, Andre Drummond. Drummond's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there.
Foul. Elbow. 2.
Josh Richardson. 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Richardson. And Richardson drops them both. And here are the 76ers now. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Booker looking around. And Simmons slams it in.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Bobbed up there for Drummond. Throws down the alley-oop slam. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
A well-coordinated athlete. Drummond rolls off the screen, ready to finish.
Jackson kicks to Simmons. And Embiid gets it to go. And the 76ers lead by 14.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
With this big of a deficit in the score, you think the losing team would be playing harder. Nope, the opposite.
A pass to Fox. Here's Nurkic. Rebound by Joel Embiid. And so Booker will bring it up for the 76ers. Jackson misses.
He got a good look from the mid-range area. He needs to shoot this one with more confidence.
They get the rebound. And that one's good. Drummond.
Making a dent in this deficit. He's been on point tonight.
The 76ers leading by 12. Simmons finds Booker. Now Embiid, Richardson covering. Here's Simmons. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Simmons got 17 now, just in the second half.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Step back shot. That one wide left. The 76ers shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Jackson misses.
Trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but thus far, not working.
You know what? At some point, you have to decide. Do you keep pressing the issue, or do you focus on setting up others?
Fox against Simmons. Lock at 6. Kicks it out to Richardson. Here's Drummond. Outside, George. Here's Nurkic. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his first personal foul. Jusuf Nurkic. 2.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And Philadelphia making a change here. Favors is checked in. Good on the second free throw.
It's interesting. No free throw attempts for him in the first half. He's finally pushing the action and reaping the reward.
And Simmons kicks to Jackson. Pass to Embiid. Over Drummond. Embiid, no good. The Heat trail by 13. Here's Richardson. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
He really looks composed shooting the ball this half. Much more consistent, hitting a much higher percentage.
And the officials into the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Yeah, this is not about charity, folks. That's his 4th giveaway already. He's letting his guard down out there.
Adebayo is checked in for Miami. Now a timeout called by Miami. Ben Simmons really making a difference here.
You know, he's been a one-man wrecking crew down low. His consistent scoring has dictated the pace of this game. We'll see if they decide to front him, bring a quick double, or maybe even both to try to slow him down.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Ben Simmons.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
Taking on the defending champs always adds a little extra meaning to the game. And with the way he's gotten after it tonight, it was clear this one meant a lot to him. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Eric Spoelstra coaching the team during the break. He was begging them to step it up. He said, we've got to make the move now, or we're going to be out of time and out of luck. Give it everything you've got out there. Kevin?
He kicks it to Booker. Now the pass to Embiid. Miami grabs the miss. Drummond's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Richardson. That shot no good. Good D by Booker. Feeds it to Simmons, and it's sent back by Drummond. Richardson against Booker. And Jackson with the block.
And Jackson is an impressive defender, using his huge wingspan to turn away shots.
Left side Favors. Passes it to Embiid. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
And just carrying over from his last game. Completely dialed in. You can sense his confidence.
I totally agree. Heat check after heat check. He realizes, man, I'm still hot.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
Outside Favors. We've got 1:23 left in the 4th quarter. Booker with no one around, and a miss there on the triple. The Heat trail by 9. Here's George, and Jackson with the block. Now here's Simmons. They double him with Drummond. Pass to Jackson. Poked away, and it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. Miami's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Knocks it loose. And here is Fox. Here's George. Rebound by Joel Embiid.
He had it rolling and then lost it for some reason. Let's see if he can get it back while it still matters.
Fox against Simmons. To the inside. The slam dunk by Favors.
Tremendous effort here on the road. That plane ride home is going to be sweet.
They better have some extra goodies on that plane, because after this blowout, they deserve to be rewarded.
One shot.
That one misses for Favors.
The former 3rd overall pick in the 2010 NBA draft, Derek Favors is a gifted big man and a crucial player to this team.
Here's Fox. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Booker kicks to Simmons. So the 76ers win it. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks a lot. Derek, congrats on the win. I know this wasn't the night you wanted offensively, but how do you take this anyway when you win the game?
No, a win is a win, don't get me wrong, but I know I could have played better. I got my teammates that came and helped me tonight, made some huge plays, and we got the win.
Well, a good team picks up the guy when he's not playing well, and they did that for you tonight, Derek. Thanks again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.